Henry, we chatted before you flew out to Australia. You told me then, I'm not going to make up the numbers. You look pretty pleased with that performance.
Yeah, great performance. We're obviously disappointed from last weekend's result, and yeah, first game down under, and yeah, what a confident performance, and yeah, hopefully that kind of builds into the ongoing games.
Well, Nick White praising you. We've heard Sam Warburton on comms saying, you know what, it's good for him to get stuck in and ruffle a few feathers.
Yeah, look, I'm just trying to be myself in this environment. And yeah, if that means that someone says something wrong and I kind of get on the end of it, then so be it.
How's the jet lag? Because it can't have been easy kind of this week and then getting out on the pitch tonight.
Yeah, it's actually been all right, to be fair. We had Sunday off when we flew, and yeah, we just spoke about on the flight trying to get to the Australia time zone as quickly as possible, and kind of on the flight from Doha just trying to get our time zone in check. So when we came here, it wasn't a massive shock, and the coach has been really good. We've been training early on, so kind of killed the jet lag, and yeah, we're all feeling good, and yeah, we're excited to be down here.
We're under pressure for time here, but I will just finally ask for a word on Bill, who I've spotted, and he's looking pretty worn out already. Yeah,
I actually don't know where he is. Hopefully he's still there, but yeah, he's been by my side, and hopefully he hasn't gone astray tonight.
Go and get your lion. Thank you, Henry.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
He will get the fines if Bill goes AWOL. Henry Pollock, more questions or more answers at the moment?
Yeah, do you know who he reminds me of? Big time. It's almost a carbon copy print of 4 years ago when Lewis Rees-Zammit burst onto the scene and everyone was talking about him. Connie would have played with him. But Rees-Zammit didn't start in the test matches because ultimately against South Africa you have to be able to receive high balls, which is something that most rugby fans will overlook. So when you're looking at what wins a test match versus what wins a game at club level, they're quite different things. So Pollock showed today everything that we know he's brilliant at. He's got that line break ability, brings amazing energy in attack and defence. But then I'm looking at the longer this tour goes on, the closer these games will come. And then the specialty at playing back row is breakdown and physicality and collision dominance comes into play more, and that's where guys historically like your Tom Currys have probably got a little bit of an edge there. Then this is what he can do which no one else can do, which is why it wouldn't surprise me if the coaches look at him and think, yeah, but this guy brings something that no one else does, we have to have him in our test match 23. So I still think that back row selection is wide open. I don't think there's like a set 3, 6, 7, 8 right now, and it's still all to play for, but he's got some great moments. But then there's little bits like this which are and the good news is with this was the yellow card and the penalty given against him. That's easy to coach out. You can't give someone pace, or you can't give someone this ability here. You can't coach that, but you can coach some of the simple mistakes that every young 20-year-old back rower makes, including myself. I was called a penalty machine at 20. That's just what it's like when you're coming through. So yeah, I think if you can get him more measured at the breakdown defence, then you've got a pretty complete player there.
If you were picking a 23, would you want raw physicality against the Wallabies, or would you want that X factor if you put Pollock on the bench?
Well, you want both,
okay.
Really. And I think, as Sam said, that's the issue. I think it'll be a big learning curve for him, all his involvement, not just the games, but training. So it gets harder and harder, but actually he gets more aware of it. It's the things he just hasn't come across yet. And the test match arena is so different that it's been able to match the physicality of that, and also speed up all the thinking, everything else. You know, he gets caught in front of the ball sometimes, and because there he's almost reacting, letting the game go, where what you want him to do is see where it's going and get to the best position to actually say, right, now I'm getting my hands on the ball the second time. And it's that when the pressure and the space start to disappear, so the space disappears and the pressure intensifies, that you've then got to make those decisions that make the difference. And I think there's some great rugby comes out of him. Now the training and the games he plays before the test matches are the big learning curve that is still necessary to actually say, yep, test match arena, here you go, probably off the bench.